in these streets.
Man, I'm just like you.
We getting locked by these caps.
Man, I'm just like you.
We fulfill the prophecies.
Man, I'm just like you.
You might be light, I might be dark.
But I'm just like you.
We kill each other over colors.
Damn, I'm just like you.
I'm in these ghettos, in these slums.
I'm just like you.
They call you nigga, call me spick.
And I'm just like you.
You was 1619, I was 1492. We getting shot in these streets.
Man, I'm just like you.
We getting locked by these caps.
Welcome to FCN Quick News of the Day. I'm your host, Officer Liam, and in today's news we have
An Alameda police officer used his knee to pin down Mario Gonzalez.
Mario Gonzalez, a police. Read on.
An analysis of body camera footage shows that one officer appeared to keep his knee on the upper right side of Mr. Gonzalez's back for 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Wow, for 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Go, scroll down. Scroll down. That's a family mourning for the brother. Scroll down. Scroll down. All right, read that.
One day before, a Minneapolis jury convicted a former officer of murdering George Floyd. Police officers answering a complaint about someone loitering in a park in the Bay Area suburb of Alameda pinned Mario Areneles Gonzalez to the ground face down.
So the same thing what happened to George Floyd happened to another brother, which is happened to be, so-called Hispanics, but from the tribe of Ephraim. All right, he was Northern Kingdom. Go ahead.
Using their knees, elbows, and forearms.
So they was using their knees, elbows, and forearms just the same way they did to George Floyd. Read on.
As he cried out, "Please don't do that to me."
The same thing as our other brother did. Read.
They pressed him into the dirt by a sidewalk, his hands cuffed for about 5 minutes until he lost consciousness.
So it says they was holding him for 2 minutes, but it says where he was handcuffed for 5 minutes until he lost conscious. Read on.
And went limp. Not long after, Mr. Gonzalez, 26, was declared dead.
After that, he was declared dead. Now let's get some scriptures on that, because once again, it happened to our so-called African-American brother, right, from the tribe of Judah, which is the nation of Israel. And now we have it for our Northern Kingdom brother, right, from the nation of Israel, from the tribe of Ephraim. Let's see what the Most High talks about that. Give me that Deuteronomy 28, verse 66.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 66.
Go ahead.
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee.
So the Most High says your life will hang in doubt before you. Read.
And thou shalt fear day and night.
That's our people, because guess what? Our brother George Floyd was feared day and night, and our brother Mario was feared day and night. Because what? Every time he goes to the street, he don't know he's going to get killed. But read.
And shalt have none assurance of thy life.
Our people got no insurance of their life. None. None insurance. No matter where they go, their life could be taken within an instant. Got no insurance for their life. Read on.
Verse 67. In the morning thou shalt say, would God it were even.
So our people, when they walk in the street, our people day and night, they say, man, I wish I could make it to the evening. The Most High is saying, I wish, telling them, hey, man, I wish I could make it. Just keep me to the next few hours, and I'll be good. Let no harm or danger come to me until then. Read on.
And at even thou shalt say.
And at evening come, we going to say what?
Would God it were morning.
Would God it will be morning. Lord, I made it to the evening. Now, Lord, just make me go so I can see the morning. That's every day our people pray, because they never know what's going to happen to them, especially about the police. We go out, I'll tell you this, we don't get it, but the police, man, they always on a hunt just for our people. Just for our people. Those are especially not doing wrong. But if they see them in a certain area where they ain't supposed to be at, hey, man, you got to be up to no good. But give me that in Lamentations 4 and 17. Because once again, our people got to understand what happened to both our brothers, it could happen to any one of us. It can happen to any one of us. We got to understand the life that we have is not promised to tomorrow. All right, read that.
Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 17.
Read.
As for us, Our eyes has yet failed.
Our eyes have yet failed. Our people, the blacks and Hispanics, our eyes have yet failed. Read.
For our vain help.
For some help. We always looking for some help, and guess what? It always fell. Always fell. We wanted, I guarantee our brother Joy and our brother Mario wanted some help at that time. Said, man, I ain't doing nothing wrong. You know, I'm just walking here. Wanted some help. But like, hey, can somebody help me, right? I wasn't doing nothing bad. Read.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
A nation that could not save us is the other nation. Because guess what? The policeman was not our nation. He was of another nation. For both scenarios of George Floyd and also Mario. They didn't. In our minds, we like, man, they going to help us. They going to see I'm not doing anything wrong. They going to see I'm just walking by. They going to see I'm not harming nobody. I'm not being reckless. I'm just walking out like I usually do every other day. Read that again.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
That could not save us. Read.
They hunt our steps.
They what?
They hunt our steps.
Believe it or not, they are hunting our steps. How come every time we turn on the news, it's always a person of black or Hispanics being gunned down or held down by cops or being videotaped of an incident of our people being wrongly accused? Always. Read.
They hunt our steps.
They, believe it or not, the cops, they do hunt our steps. Because what? We go outside in our area where we live at, there's always a cop in every corner. Always. Read.
That we cannot go in our streets.
We can't go on the street. We're afraid. Say, man, if I go outside, the cops is going to harass me. They might end up killing me. Just going to the store to buy some milk, I'm being harassed. What you going to do? Where you coming from? You coming from buying something? No. I'm coming from my home. I'm just going to the store to buy some milk, and that's it. And I'm heading back home. Read on.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled.
That's how our people walk day in and day out. Man, if I go out, I know my end is near. I know once I walk out, I don't know if I'm going to make it back home. Read that again.
Our end is near.
Our end is near. Read.
Our days are fulfilled.
Our days are fulfilled. Because guess what? That's when a lot of us get put to death. Man, that's it. I got no more lifespan. The person that didn't care just took away my life for no reason. Read on.
For our end is come.
Our end is come. And that's why a lot of time our people got to understand in their mind. These people out there, man, they not looking to save you. They're not looking to be like, man, he's not doing wrong. They already assuming in their mind, hey, that person right there, he doing wrong no matter where he's coming from, no matter and what he's saying. In my mind, the police mind, hey, he's doing wrong. All right? And guess what? Our people is constantly going through that day in, day out. From the Hispanic community and from the black community. And our people gonna understand it's happening on both sides. And they don't understand that they the same people. Give me that Jeremiah 50. That's why our people gotta understand. That we, in our community, it's happening all over. If it's a black community or the Hispanic community. It's happening the same way. Jeremiah 50 and 33. Read that for me.
Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33.
Mm-hmm.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts. Read.
The children of Israel.
The children of who?
The children of Israel.
That's the so-called Hispanics. Read.
And the children of Judah.
That's the so-called American blacks. Read.
Were oppressed together.
Guess what? They are oppressed together. That's where you had the first George Floyd. Then we had Mario. They both being oppressed together. Same scenario. Both being held by the neck and being killed. Both. They don't know each other, but they're the same people that's being oppressed the same way. And they don't understand. And they both want help from a nation that ain't going to save them. That ain't going to save them. And in their mind, they think, man, I'm going to get saved. These people care for my life. And what happens on the flip side? They don't care for your life. And they go ahead and do whatever they want. Take your life and don't have no remorse. But guess what? Our people got to understand, why is this going on tonight? Give me that in Leviticus 26. Leviticus 26 and read verse 14. Our people got to understand, why is this happening to our people? Read that.
Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 14.
Read.
But if ye will not hearken unto me,
If you don't hearken unto God, read.
and will not do all these commandments,
Will do these commandments, read.
and if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments,
If your soul hates God's judgment, right? You finish that?
there's more,
There's more, read.
so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant,
And
I-
that, go ahead.
I also will do this unto you.
So the Most High said, listen, you break my commandments, you hate my judgment. Everything I say unto you, you so-called blacks, Hispanics. I want to speak on Mario, right? Because guess what? Our people don't know. And they break God's laws, and they don't understand that. But God said, listen, you breaking it, and you know that you ain't supposed to be doing this, you ain't supposed to be doing that, but you still break it. Read verse 17. Jump to 17. Read that.
Verse 17.
So you break God's laws, right? Read.
And I will set my face against you.
So God said, I'm going to set my face against you because you breaking my laws. You breaking my laws. Read.
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
You'll be slain before your enemy. Because guess what? The brother Mario, he don't know God's laws. He's supposed to keep the Sabbath day. Right? He ain't supposed to be walking about doing whatever he wants. If he was in the place of what God says, hey, you need to come fellowship, that would have never happened to him. That would have never took place. Not only that, the way that God told us to conduct ourselves. Guess what? Hey, when you run about, make sure you present yourself a holy image. An image of what? Godly man. If he was presenting himself as a godly man, as far as what? Have fringes, showing the authority, listen, you know, you authority, okay, what I'm doing wrong, I'm going to keep silent, I'm going to follow. Matter of fact, hold that, give me that in Romans 13 and 1. Give me that Romans 13 and 1 to show that what? We have to obey the laws of the land. That's what God teaches us. That's what a man of God who's keeping God's laws would have understand. Read that, Romans 13 and 1.
Romans chapter 13 and verse 1.
Yeah.
Let every soul be subject unto the higher power.
So it says, let every soul be subject unto the higher power. Because guess what? The policemen have that higher power. Read.
For there is no power but of God.
But there's no power but of God. Because what? God gave them that authority. God put it in their hands to make sure our people stay in line. Making sure what? They don't break God's laws. Read.
The powers that be are ordained of God.
So the powers that be are ordained of God. So when the policeman comes and say, hey, man, give me this, give me your ID, hold silent, don't speak, you got to obey.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.